The following is an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.
North Carolina Central University went on the road for the final time in the 2016 regular season as they faced Delaware State, and after missing the second half of the Morgan State game, quarterback Malcolm Bell was ready to make an impact. The Eagles set the tone on their very first play from scrimmage as Bell connects with Jalen Wilkes for a 23-yard catch and run. That drive culminated in a short 9-yard pass to Gavonta Smith to put the Eagles ahead 6-0 within the first 3 minutes. Alumni Stadium sits across the street from Dover International Speedway, and the Eagles put the pedal to the metal in the first half as Ramone Simpson burns rubber 24 yards to the house early in the second quarter. That run helped Simpson to 112 yards rushing on the afternoon, his second career 100-yard game. After the rush TD, Bell finds Smith again. This time he catches a block from Khalil Stinson for a 30-yard score to expand the lead to 24-7. NCCU had one more score in them before the end of the first half as Antonio Brown wraps up the quarterback, and Reggie Hunter gets his third interception in the last 2 games and turns this into 6 points. That put NCCU ahead 31-7 at the intermission, but the Eagles saved their best for last as this happened on the very first drive after the break. Here's the punt high into the air. Jones shields his eyes, brings it in at the 10. Looking for his blockers, goes right up the gut, gets to the 30, gets to the second level, 50-yard line, to the 40. Hustling towards the near sideline, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Who's that man? Mike Jones. Touchdown on the 90-yard punt return. That 90-yard lightning bolt stands as the second longest punt return in school history behind a 92-yard return by Arthur Goforth, also against Delaware State. The Eagle defense did their part as well as Ronald Conyers picks up his first career sack. And Freddie Henry Ajuda pitched in a sack, upping his tally to a team best 6.5 sacks this year. That stands second in the league. The Eagles win this one 38-19 and finish the road conference slate unblemished. NCCU next hosts Howard on Saturday, November 12th at 2 o'clock.
All right, we're here with the victorious head coach of North Carolina Central, Jerry Mack. Coach, just talk about the victory for the Eagles today.
Impressed that we scored in all phases of the game, defense, special teams, and obviously offense. We just got to play a little bit better in the second half. A little bit disappointed in the way we performed in the second half. Our first half, I thought, was outstanding. We controlled the clock. We did some good things on offense, coming up with some explosive plays. But overall, we got to put an entire game together.
Offense was very balanced today, over 200 yards, both passing and rushing. Talk about the offensive play.
I thought Ramon Simpson came out and ran the ball extremely well. I think he had close to over 100 yards. So, kudos to him. He did a great job. And Darrell McClain had some tough, hard runs in between the tackles. Some of our receivers came up with some explosive plays. Malcolm did a good job of protecting the ball at times and then making sure that he executed some of the stuff that we had in the game plan for him.
And the defensive pressure was good again. Reggie Hunter with his third pick in 2 games. He returned for a touchdown. We got to talk about the defensive effort.
Oh, they did an outstanding job. Reggie coming through with a pick 6, and we told him we might have to move the defensive back the way he's intercepting the footballs. So just very proud of Reggie and his performance overall. I thought our defensive ends, Antonio and Freddie, they did a good job of flying around, and Alden McClellan, he flashed a lot today as far as making tackles on the perimeter.
So you guys have taken care of what you needed to on the road this year in conference play. You get to head back home for the last 2 games in the regular season. Talk about the position that you guys are in now going into next week against Howard.
We just got to continue to play hard. We got to find a way to put two halves together next week against Howard. We got a team that's well rested and they're going to come in there trying to spoil our chances to go play for a championship. So we just got to take care of business, and once again, we control our own destiny, so it's all on us.
Jonathan Duran alongside Ramon Simpson. Ramon, 100-yard rushing game for you again today.
Feels great. I had to get back on track. I took like 3 weeks off. Time to get back on track.
So when you're out there on the field, you're able to break off a couple of big gainers, including a 24-yard rushing touchdown. I mean, you're seeing the field great right now this season, it appears.
Yeah, I just give a big shout out to the O-line, because without them, none of this is possible. For Malcolm to stand in the pocket, for me to rush for some yards, Darrell and Torrey as well. It's just big shouts out to them and Coach O, game planning, who to block and what to do. So, it's great. I just thank them.
You talk about Malcolm, being back there with him, helping to block for him. You saw him pass for a good amount of yards today. What'd you see out of him?
Just great execution from Malcolm. I just try to get back there, block for him, just try to be unselfish. Because, one standpoint, he's back there giving me the ball, make those good reads to give me the ball. He's not being selfish. So, why not return the favor?
So you finished the road season in the conference undefeated. How does that make you feel?
Feels great. It's a little bit of pressure, not much. I got great faith in our defense and our offense going into these next 2 games. So, I just hope the game plan is great. I'm just ready to play.
And now you go back home. You see Howard for the second to last home game of the year. How do you feel going in that game?
We just try to take it, 1 week at a time. You try not to think ahead. I mean, it's hard, you think about it, but, you just try to take 1 week at a time, game plan, practice, just practice hard, just try to get it done.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.